We'll start right now, okay? Oh, really gotta lose the pounds to get in here. Okay, so since we're gonna start right now, guys. So the first thing I'll ask you guys is, how was everybody's break?
No.
Recess, good. Thumbs up, good.
No, bad.
300 thumbs up.
Okay, so remember, with our classroom procedures right now, what I want you guys to do is raise your hand. And if we talk as a group, it's fine, but let's raise our hand if we want to. So what's one thing we did at recess? Did you guys have fun? What's one thing you guys want to share with us? What's up, bud?
I played kickball.
Kickball? Did you kick it far?
Kinda.
We gotta play together then one day, huh? Yeah, because when you play kickball, you're just trying to kick that boy as far as you can, huh?
Yep.
So good job, guys. So remember to keep your guys' masks on, keep safety, and all that fun stuff. Okay. Now let's begin. So last week we learned what did I teach you guys last week? Multiplying fractions, right? Yeah. Everybody remember that on Zoom? Now we're in person. So this one's a little different. We're going to go to dividing fractions. Okay. So right here we have our vocabulary. We're going to go through it. So the first word is dividend. How many of us know what this means? If you know, raise your hand if you want to give us an example. Remember, you guys say a dividend is, okay, go ahead.
Isn't a dividend what you're dividing by?
Okay, so let me reveal it. Walker, what do you know?
I think that it's the answer to the division.
Okay, so that's what we're asking. Let's figure it out together. So that's the number that is going to be divided. That's the number being divided. And at the end of this too, I will show you a visual example of where it's at in the problem. Okay, so you guys, I'll give you guys like a tiny bit of time to write this down. When you guys finish writing this down, just show me a thumbs up real quick, or put your pencils down, and I'll know. And I really appreciate you guys working. Good job. Awesome. I see some pencils down, some thumbs up. Awesome. Good job. And remember, if it's a really long sentence too, you guys can always just say, so you can always shorten it up. Good job. Thank you, buddy. So, everybody ready to move on? Yeah? Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's go to the second one, our second definition. This is called an equation. Okay, how many of us have ever heard this term? Yeah? So, whoever answers when I call on you, I would like you guys to say an equation is, and then you can tell me. So for this one, does anybody have any idea? Go ahead, this time again.
An equation is the problem.
Yeah, it's pretty much a problem with an equal sign. Problem with an equal sign. Okay, so an equation is a problem with an equal sign. And in this case, you're going to say a number sentence that shows two quantities are equal. Pretty much a problem with an equal sign. And you guys can write it like simple like that, or you can write as it's seen on the board. And once I see pencils down or eyes up, I'll know that you guys are done, okay? Great, great job. I see some of them are done. Awesome job. I appreciate you guys doing that. So what we'll do is we'll go through some more of them. So let's go through this next one. We have a fraction. Everybody knows what a fraction is, right? So let's just raise our hand if anybody knows, if anybody wants to answer. Okay, so I'll just answer for us this time, and then we'll go to the next one. So this is actually just a piece of a whole. Okay, part of a whole. So a fraction is part of a whole. So honestly, you can just write the first portion and that'll be fine, okay? You don't have to write the whole definition. You can just say it's part of a whole. Fraction is part of a whole. That way you guys can save some time. Okay. I'm gonna share the next one to get ready so you guys can think. And then we'll get ready. So the next next one is called a quotient. Walker, that is what you were talking about, right? What was the first definition you gave me?
I gave the answer to the division problem.
Okay, so let's see what a quotient is. It says the number that results from dividing. So yes, that is the answer, pretty much, to the division problem. Yeah. So you can just say a quotient is the number, the final number in the division problem, or what it is at the end. Okay, some symbol, doesn't have to be something huge. Good job, guys. Okay, we'll do one last problem, or one last definition after this, and then we'll move on to today's lesson. Thank you guys, I really appreciate seeing everybody. Okay, let's do the next one so we can get going. So, right here, the last one we have is divisor. What is a divisor? Go ahead.
A divisor is, what's it called? I forgot.
It's okay. That's why we have these here for a reason. So that is dividing the dividend. So what's dividing the number? So divisor is the number that is dividing a number. Something simple. I'll give you guys a little bit of time, about 30 seconds, and we'll start. Okay, real quick, since we have these numbers right here, who wants to tell me, first off, we have a divisor, we have a dividend, and a quotient. So who wants to name the divisor in this problem? Go ahead.
5.
5. Awesome. So there's the 5. Our 5 is our divisor. So what is our dividend in this one? It's okay, you guys can guess. Go ahead.
The 2.
Not the 2, but the
10.
10. You guys are right, 10. Okay, then who can tell me the quotient, or all together? What's the quotient? All together.
2.
Okay, great, great, great. So here we go. We got dividend, divisor, quotient. Now this is our I can do. So just go ahead and write this. This is what we're going to try to strive to do. This is our goal for the lesson, right? I can divide fractions. Pretty simple, huh? I like this goal because it was only, what, 4 words? So let's go on to the next section if you guys are ready. This is just our I can view. Now, I'm going to review real quick. So last time we reviewed multiplying fractions, right? We did multiplying fractions, and these are our steps, right? We know we multiply the top numbers. You guys don't have to write this down because you guys have that probably already in the notes. So you guys can multiply the top number, you multiply the bottom number, and then you simplify it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, easy, right? So let's review together. So how would I do this? So who wants to tell me, what's the first step again? We multiply the numerators, right? So what do I get on the top?
On the top you get 3.
3, perfect. Okay. What about on the bottom? Who knows? Go ahead, Beth. What do we get on the bottom?
8.
8. Okay, now what's our next step? After we multiply the numerator, the denominator, Maverick, what's
We
up?
simplify.
If possible, yeah. And can we simplify this? Maverick, go ahead. I'll let Maverick on this one. Go ahead. 3/8. No, because 3 is a prime number. Good job. Okay, pretty simple, right? So now let's do this. Now we're doing division. Have you guys ever seen a division problem like this? Yeah? Okay, so let me explain to you how we do this. So we're going to learn the arithmetic behind this. So the first thing I need to do is, you guys see that 2/3 I just had, right? I'm going to flip it.
Oh.
I flip it. So now I got what? 3
3
and 2, which is an improper fraction, right? And now I change my division sign to a
Multiplication
Multiplication.
sign.
Wow.
So now my answer would be, if we did multiplication from here, what would we get? 3 times 1 is, Maverick?
3.
3. And 5 times 2 is, go ahead,
10.
10. 3/10. So that's how we divide fractions. Okay. So let's see if we can simplify 3/10, and I know that's
The final answer.
correct. And it's because 3 is a prime, right? Good job. You guys are right. So now, all we need to do is remember, these are our steps to solving our fraction, or to dividing fractions. What we're gonna do is, to save some time, is I'll let you guys write this down early next class, and we'll save some time, okay? But let's remember, our first step is to flip the fraction, right? We change the division sign to a multiplication sign. We multiply the numerators and denominators and all that fun stuff like we did when we were regularly multiplying, okay? All we added are 2 steps in the front. So let's work on one together. So who can tell me what was our first step? Go ahead.
You flip 5 over 6, and
Yes.
you make it 6 over 5.
You flip the back fraction. So we flip the back fraction, we got 6 bits. Awesome. What about the next step? Go ahead, bud.
The divide and divide.
Yeah. And now, can we all do this? Yeah? So what I want you guys to do is try this out. Go ahead and give me the answer for that, if you guys have it. Okay, remember, check and see if we can simplify though first. Okay? So go ahead and write it. What's up? Oh, you got the answer? Okay, go ahead. Okay, so let's see, it's 18 over 20. You guys are right, Maverick, you would've got that awesome too. Now, Maverick, can you tell me if we can simplify?
No.
Okay, let's see. Remember, one thing I want you guys to always remember when we do this is even numbers can be divided by
2.
because they're even numbers, right? So, what is our answer? Go ahead.
It's 8. I mean,
Oh.
not 8.
9.
9 over 10.
Perfect. Okay, how many of us feel like this is pretty easy? Thumbs up, thumbs to the side if we're a little confused, or thumbs down if we need extra help. What do we think? Okay, so let's do it again. Let's get more practice. Okay, so what I would like for you guys to do is go ahead and try this on your own, and then we'll come back at this. Okay, try it real quick on your own. This one's pretty good because it's small numbers. It's not gigantic numbers. So let's try our steps. What's our first step? Remember, flip the back fraction. Second step is to multiply. Change that division to a multiplication, and then just multiply like we do. We'll come right now, and then I'll let you answer. Okay. Once you guys are done, I would like to see either hands up or no hands up if you guys are good. If you guys want to answer. Okay. You guys feel confident? Some of you guys are doing a really great job, and I really appreciate you guys answering. Good job. Okay, so we'll give it. Angel, do you want to try? Okay, what did you get, Angel? Okay, let's check it. So we flip this, right? Everybody flip this like we did? We would multiply. So now we got 4 6. And can I simplify? Yeah, because every even number could be divided by
2.
So if we divided everything by 2, we got 2/3. Okay, pretty easy. All right, let's do one last one, and we'll call it good. So we got, these are larger numbers, of course. So let's do this together real quick. We'll do one more together. You guys can work it out if you want, or we'll work it together. So let's do this. So the first step was to what?
Flip the 7 away.
Okay, so that becomes what?
8
7.
8 7s, okay. Remember, who can tell me the next step? Raise your hands from here. Go ahead, bud.
Change
Division.
the division to multiplication.
Yep, the division sign to multiplication. And I know you guys know how to do the rest of this, so go ahead and tell me, what's the top number? What's the numerator? The numerator is multiplying, it is 40. Okay, and what is our denominator?
63.
63, perfect. So now, let's see if we can simplify. This one's a little tough, right? Because we gotta figure out if we can simplify. Can we simplify? Okay, a lot of people say yes or no, so let's see. No. Why? Because 40 can only be divided by, it can be divided by 8 times 5, we know is 40. We know 4 times 10 is 40. But none of those numbers go into 63. So we are done. So remember, so we learned that today. How do you guys feel about our goals? Did we learn how to multiply fractions? Yes or no? Thumbs up, feel good? Thumbs side, Thumbs down. Feel good, everybody? Awesome. Okay. Now, next class, we're going to learn how to multiply probably whole numbers by fractions. But today, great job, guys. So go ahead and get on your laptops and go on Google Forms if we have time, which we got a little bit of time, probably about 5 minutes. Go ahead and get on, and I will walk around and see who will need the support. Great job, everybody. And just to remember, I will leave the steps up for those that need it. And now if you would like, you can write down your steps in your journal or just follow along on your steps. Oh yeah, I forgot to, huh? Yeah, I was having everybody look up the wrong thing. I'm almost there, keep looking. I know. Sorry, guys.
Alright, it's going to be called Thursday PM dividing fractions. You might have to scroll a little bit in week 27, but it's there.
Why
Because we give it to PM first.
Wait, where is it? Is it on Thursday?
It will.
Yeah, look on Thursday. Let me see. I'm looking over Angels.
It's probably Thursday from yesterday, huh?
Yeah, I see it. It's right there.
Oh, found it. I found it. I can't find it.
And then remember, if you guys need any help, you guys can raise your hand. If there's something you guys need to ask, you guys can ask.
Still can't find it.
And if you guys need help too, you guys also have somebody across from you who you can at least ask a question to as well.
Yeah.
And if we need to review the last problem because that one's a little tricky, we will. You're the first name I thought of, Tally, so you should be proud. You're famous.
She's not famous.
Okay, guys, keep working. Good job.
No, I was just asking questions, so it's pretty much just multiplication.
Let's look at it. See number
See,
two.
I knew it.
Number two. Now we have three pieces of shading around here. Look at this. We have
But you were right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 24. Adam?
It's not small. I heard that. Big small.
Don't forget your shirt, please. And you too. Both of you are right.
I know what I did. I didn't know. I will wear it on Monday. Yeah, so we're not sure how Monday. I want to just wear it. Just wear it.
Every single day.
No, not every single day. I fuse it. So I can wear one and then another one the next day.
Okay, guys, get your math done. We have 2 minutes
In the
left.
head case, but remember since we flipped it.
I know, but I'm doing it. Okay, I know. Big small.
If we did multiply, yeah, it's a little different the way it is. But it's just showing you the way to do it. This is the way to do it. Because what it's showing is this is what it's actually showing. So if we're doing it like this. You see what we got for each one? 3/12 times 2/3. If I did this, I got 6 out. This is 36. And this is 1/6. So let me show you this. This is 1/6, right? What do you notice about this? This number.
I'm not looking at you differently. You're outside. You're like, oh, please don't do it for me.
And then look at what happens when we divide these numbers. They're all still here.
Alright, guys.
I just finished.
Time.
Does that make sense?
I just finished right now. Like I just finished. No what?
You guys
I
see
just
it?
finished. Let's go. I saw it already. I clutched it. Wait, I clutched it.
What?
Give me 1 more minute.
You have one
I
of
can
them.
finish it. I
Oh,
promise.
it's too quiet. I was gonna put the little timer on. Hold on. Listen.
Give us more time.
I just finished now.
Oh, it's still so quiet. Okay, if you can hear me,